Well, hey, stamping friends, I finally got my box. If you saw my video last week, it was just me talking about my box and not getting it. So anyhow, I thought I would do an unboxing, revealing. You've probably gotten your box, but you have lots of companies that have kits. And this kit, if you are thinking about stamping or you like getting cards, you might like making cards, but you think, oh, it is too much trouble. There's, how do you do the designs? How do you do all the different stuff you got to buy? This is all together. So because this is the 6th anniversary, 6 years they've been doing Paper Pumpkin, they gave us a free extra set. So here is, this is the first set that came with it. So today we celebrate you. We have a candle. We've got It's Your Birthday or Happy Birthday, and got some confetti and a hat. Then this is the free one that I am so excited about. Oh my gosh. So the numbers, and they're polka dot. And it has the and the TH and the ST and the RD. RD? No. Yes. Yeah, RD. So for 1st, 3rd, 9th has all those together, and a balloon. So anyhow, continuing on this. Oh, and our color of the month is Poppy Parade. So in this unveiling, now we're going to do the unveiling, and then I will make some cards. So we've got this in all together, and everything comes intact. So I have envelopes, I've got card bases, I have card embellishments, I have everything pre-cut. How wonderful is that? So for those of you that are thinking, oh, I've got to get so much paperwork and I've got this, and different companies have different things. Oh, and I keep these. These are my chipboards. I keep those. Okay, so we've got these beautiful birthday cards, and they have a pop-out. So these are the instructions. So stay with me and we will make a card. All right, so this is the instructions. I'm just going to go ahead and just, I'm going to make one and then show you my alternates. So the easiest way that I did, because I wanted to make sure that my card bent correctly, is just start out with bending the whole thing in half. And that kind of gets your everything intact. And the two ends, these are kind of important, but these two ends, it all stays intact. Then when you go through, and we want to pop out the little presents, so we're just going to pinch, very slightly, pinch those. You may have already gotten your pumpkin, and I have kind of a delay in mine because I don't know what happened to mine. Well, there was an error in the billing. So anyhow, so because our presents are going to be popping out this way, we want this to be, we're going to crease these, pinch, and they've already scored the thing, so it's just a matter of just pinching those, and it's easier to show you than try to do that. Okay, so now again we just did, so there is our presents. Okay, so easy folds, and then we'll just pop out and go. Okay, so we are going to now put our double-sided tape. Now, each person kind of does it different. I kind of hold it like this because I can control the tape itself. And when I put it down, and I'm not trying to hold it, and then it tears so easily. That's why it's called tear and tape. So there's some people that have, they use a card, to kind of, or a block to do that. This one, I want to start actually here because it is the exact width of the tape. So you got to make sure to do that. You know, and this is, it's just a cute kit. They have just something different. And then you want to make sure to secure your inside. So it doesn't really matter where that one goes. I'm just putting them right there. And then we're going to do the other side. Anyhow, you know, each kit comes with just kind of some neat elements. And the fun thing that I like doing is making the alternates, because you get such an array of supplies. So it really is just a matter of getting ideas instead of, no, I don't like this one, and that's fine. Everyone has their favorites. Or, you know, they really want to make this or make that, or I don't see any use of making birthday cards or something. So, you know, we all kind of have what different things we like. All right, now that we have that in place, make sure my presents are going the right way. Then take your base, it's already folded in, and then we're going to take this side. So I'm going to use my piercing tool to lift that up and get that out of there. I would suggest using some kind of sharp element, because you might spend, you know, to lift it is a little bit of a, I wouldn't say challenge, but once it started, just like that. Okay, oh, there we go. Now we want, here's our side. I've already got the tape off. Just match up. You go do your top to bottom, and just line it up to the seam, and then down it goes. Okay. All right, so then, because that way we don't, when this comes open, we want it to be the right way, okay? So now, here we are with this one, and I find with the piercing tool, or, yeah, is it lifts it really quick, and you're not sitting there trying to find an edge, and you can keep your fingers free to do other things. But by putting down the one side, now all I have to do is just close this, and I am in. Look it! Isn't that fantastic? So remember the folds. You might have to rewind this just so that you can see that. And then what I didn't do, oh my goodness. Well, you know, the inside has it stamped, and I was going to stamp it before I did all of that fancy thing. So here's how you do it when you don't do it right the first time. So I am going to just use the Today We Celebrate You. And I have found, we have a little bit of cushion here, I have found that the Poppy Parade stamp set that came with it is okay, but it didn't quite do, and I'm just using a mouse pad, but I'm going to put that right in there. With the polymer, you just need to have a little bit, yay, have a little bit of cushion, so that always helps me out. All right, so I kind of lucked out and putting that together. All right, we want to put some candles, and these are kind of cool because they are already, all ready to go, and they already have the little tape on there. Now each person, the instructions kind of had it different than what I'm going to do it, but I don't know. I just thought by putting them on that bottom one, oops, my cake, my it shows against the white, so it's just different. This is how I like it. And then I'm going to use, let's see, we're using the, I use the Bermuda Bay, and I thought this was kind of a present, so I'm going to put a bow right there, and we're going to put a glue dot, which, have fun, I got glue dots and dimensionals, but they're already in place, so we are going to put this guy right here for my bow. And we'll put one more just for good measure. When I was making my first one, I didn't, I just used my regular sticky glue. And I found, without using glue dots, is that my bow, I had too much glue on it. So then I wound up having it stick to the other. Whew, disastrous. But we got it done. All right, so this is going to go right there. And then it's just kind of fun. So I have there. So that's what I've got. And then on here, the front of it has a little bit of, well, because it has a, has that, so I think maybe we'll just go back to the original. I was going to try to change it up, but I need more pizzazz. So we're going to use something a little bit brighter. The blue on there kind of just is muted. So, and there's not really that one there. So it's kind of just a, lots of diagonal lines. Okay, and then they've got a white piece that is already, I call it like ruffles. All right, I want to stamp first before I put it on. And all right, well, what happens is that when you get going on your desk, things get stacked on top of stacked. And normally I try to put it all together, but I didn't. So we just want to put happy birthday on here. And I'm just using, for the sake of the video, is trying to stay within the same, put it right here, in the same stamps, because, you know, if you didn't have other stamps, I want to make sure that you have an idea of how to kind of work within the kit. So I've got the Bermuda Bay, which is one of the colors that is comes in this. And then I did, oh, let me tell you. So I have someone whose birthday's coming up, and you know, women, we don't know sometimes how old our friends are, and it's probably a good thing because it's not that important. So anyhow, so is it not a common joke that when someone says how old they are, they're always 29, like they're forever 29? So I'm making birthday cards that say 29 because then it's more of a fun card and so forth. Okay, so I've got the birthday down, and I'm going to show you, I think you may already know this, I love the polymer because I can actually bend it and I get a little bit of, and you'll see once I stamp it, it just kind of gives it fun. It's not just a straight, but it kind of has a, and then I'm going to make that darker off screen, but anyhow, just kind of fun in getting a little bit, it's not just straight, but it kind of arched a little bit. All right, so I'm going to put this down, and I'm not, because of how little thick the little presents are, I didn't want to put more like pop-up dimensionals on it. So anyhow, there. So the biggest thing I thought would be good just to show how that bent, you know, and that was the bend on that. So then, to be true to my videos and having alternates, so this was the other one I did, and did just a different color inside, same thing. I had to put a candle here because I put too much glue and it wasn't staying. So anyhow, so that's the alternate, not alternate, but just different design. And then I used the inside of the envelope to make little diagonal designs. and used a background and a layer, and then did the balloons, because that's what comes in that set, is a balloon and the numbers. Make sure when there's a solid, and you see it's not real solid, but when you do a solid, lay the stamp and the on the pad, kind of like have it soak in, and then you want to definitely make sure you use your piercing, some kind of a mat for that. And then this one was kind of different. We just used the insides of the envelopes, and we took the one present that was in here, and I just cut it and then put a bow on there. So I did that one. The other one was kind of fun. This one is taking the stamp, because there's that little fun swirly thing, swirly confetti, and I put that on the white in the background with the Bermuda Bay, which is inside the confetti, and the bow on top. And then this one, I have a little 4-year-old, going to be her birthday. Well, she will be 4. So I made this one and just stamped the 4 on there. And then this is from a set, which is the number of years. And then this is the cake punch. So anyhow, I hope you enjoy that. It was kind of fun. I was a little distracted because of it being late, but we made the best of it. Hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.